All right, are we waiting for more people, or
how many people are on the call here?
Oh, my mom's here.
Hold on, there's a group with me for a hot second. I'm moving.
Okay. Yeah, you can start, Rach.
All right, we'll start. So hi guys, my name is Rachel Herman. I'm an associate veterinarian at TFD Equine, which is a racetrack practice based out of sunny Florida. It is currently like 85 degrees out and sunny, so that's great. I graduated from Lincoln Memorial University, which is a new school just like yours. We also have the distributive model. So I feel like we can relate on many things. So here's a little bit about me. That horse's name is Positive Phil, and in another life he will be mine. He's a sweetheart. So like I said, I graduated in 2019 from LMU, originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I knew Bailey Decker since she was 13 years old, just a wee little tot, running around on her pony. I spent my 4th year at equine practices in Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, moving around quite a bit. I knew absolutely nothing about horse racing. I had primarily experience for restarting and riding off the track thoroughbreds, but that's about it. And I went straight into practice. I did not complete an internship, had no desire to. For me, that was the best decision. You guys feel free to ask questions about that after if you want more info, but it just was not my path. So what we do, TFB is one of the largest racetrack sports medicine practices on the East Coast. We are located in Palm Meadows, Boynton Beach is where I'm based out of. Gulfstream Park, Fair Hill, Maryland, Saratoga, New York, Belmont Park, Aqueduct, Delaware Park, and Payson Park. So racetrack medicine vets get a lot of flack because they think there's a lot of preconceived judgments that aren't necessarily true. But what is true is that we try to practice the best possible medicine that we can. The thinking is obviously horses that feel their best are going to perform their best. We do lots of diagnostics, lots of endoscopy, a lot of pre-purchase exams, pre-race treatments, and pretty much anything else that you can think of that a huge group of 2 to 3 year old juvenile horses can get themselves into. So what we don't do, we don't drug the horses to make them run faster. We don't nerve block the horses to allow them to run on broken legs. We don't do any overall shady things that you might think of when you think of backside of a racetrack. There's lots of controversy in this discipline. However, all of us veterinarians took an oath, do no harm, and that's the welfare of the horses come first. We all take that very seriously. So just a little bit about the racetrack. There's all different types of racehorses. You have your Kentucky Derby horses and you have your low grade claiming horses. They all have their place. They're all very, very well taken care of, like best feed, best grain. They have hay in front of them 24/7. They each have a personal groom. All these babies learn how to tie, stand quietly. They hack out by themselves. And we have just kind of the extremes. You have some of the best trainers in the world who can afford the very best treatments. If the horse gets injured, there's another horse waiting to take its spot. So that horse can get some time off, layoffs and stuff like that. And then you have the trainers who just have one horse, and that horse is their livelihood. So that horse has to run. Doc, you have to make the horse run. So there's a lot of pressure there for everyone involved. You have the hot walkers that walk the horses around the barns every day. Those are usually the kind of demographically poorest people. Then you have the grooms, assistant trainers, and then finally the owners. So you have some of the wealthiest people in the world. One of our clients is Chef Bobby Flay. I thought that was pretty cool when I found that out. No, never going to talk to the guy in my life, but his trainer kind of makes all the medical decisions for the horses. So some common issues seen in thoroughbred racehorses. We see a lot of left laryngeal hemiplegia, EIPH, which is also known as bleeding, exertional rhabdomyolysis, aka a horse that ties up, soft tissue injuries, a lot of suspensory injuries, bone injuries, probably the most common. We see obviously tons of fractures, bone bruising, stress fractures on shins, gastric ulcers. As you can imagine, we have a lot of horses being fed high grain diets in a very stressful environment. So we got a lot of ulcers going on. And pretty much, like I said, anything in between. We deal with colics, we deal with lacerations, anything you can think of, we deal with. So I work 6 days a week. I get 1 day off. My day starts at about 5 a.m. And track life starts really early. So the grooms are there 4 a.m., mucking stalls, and horses train about 6 days a week. They typically race once a month. And horses will go to the track and train. Could be jogging, galloping, breezing, which is like a practice race essentially. Speed work, distance work, kind of whatever the trainer has in mind.